So you're moving here to the Dayton area and you're considering moving to Bellbrook. And you're wondering, where's the best places to move to? Or rather, what are the best neighborhoods I should be out and looking for? Well, in this video, my team and I came up with the top 3 neighborhoods in Bellbrook that you want to consider when moving to this area. You want to stick around to the end because the last one might make or break your decision. So stay tuned. What's up, everybody? This is Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group right here in Dayton, Ohio. If this is your first time to our channel, we do tons and tons of videos about everything you need to know about our area. Now, as a military veteran of 14 years and now a military spouse, I've moved so many places. And every time I move somewhere, there was always such a lack of information of where to move to and what to anticipate. That's why we created this channel for you. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Click that little bell so you're notified every single time we got a new video coming out. Now, honestly, we get tons of phone calls, emails, and texts each and every day from people that are moving to this area, got some questions, and need some help, and well, we absolutely love it. So if you are coming to our area, you got some questions, need some help, again, give us a call, text, email, heck, shoot us that little paper airplane. Whatever you gotta do, we got your back when moving here to the Dayton area. All right, so let's get into it. Let's start talking about Bellbrook and the places to live. Now, moving to this area, when my wife and I got here, since I'm not from here, we were looking all around and Bellbrook wasn't even on our radar. And she works over there, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, and you know, this wasn't an option because we didn't know it was there. So a couple of things that we realized was after the fact, the great things that actually exist out in Bellbrook if this is going to be kind of the route that you want to go. So why do people want to move to Bellbrook? Well, first and foremost, it's great schools. If you got the kiddos out there and you want a nice, nicely rated school and lots of great comments from everybody that we've helped move out in Bellbrook, well, this might be the place for you. You have to admit there's plenty of affordable housing in Bellbrook as well, even for our newer constructions out there. However, housing affordability all throughout the Dayton area is actually really good, but it's particularly nice over in Bellbrook. Not only that, but it's a very welcoming community. It's a small community, mind you, it's a small community, but it's very welcoming. As you drive through here and you meet the local populace, everybody just seems so friendly, and it's just really nice and like heartwarming community to be a part of. Not only that, but crime is pretty low. It's a very safe neighborhood in Bellbrook and the surrounding areas around there, comparatively to other parts of Dayton. Okay, so this is a real estate channel, so let's talk about real estate a little bit and talk about housing affordability since I just mentioned it, right? So your median home price in Bellbrook is $273,000. Now that's a high all the way up to $863,125 and a low of $125,000. You want to rate that between the national average, we're looking at around $217,500 is what you pay on average for a single family home at a average square footage rate. Now if you're looking to rent in this area is going to be around $948 per month. If you want to rate that to the national average, it's just about $1,062 per month. So still pretty affordable. And one thing I want to mention is that a lot of the homes in this area are pretty new, and a lot of the neighborhoods that I'm about to mention are going to have a lot of the newer construction, newer neighborhoods, that just new neighborhood feel. And if you haven't experienced yet, what I suggest that you do is drive through some of these areas and you'll see what I'm talking about. If you've ever been through an established neighborhood that's still building houses, like that's the sort of thing that I'm talking about. And even after it gets established, there's just a very homey feel. I don't know how else to say that. Okay, so when we talk about Bellbrook, there's actually 10 total neighborhoods throughout there, or communities, or whatever you want to call it. If you go online and check out nextdoor.com, where we get a lot of our kind of boundaries from, as well as area vibes, which are more based on affluence in one area than the other. You'll see what I'm talking about here. But actually being able to drive through these, I've kind of narrowed them down based off of what people really have been wanting to move into, whether they got the house or not. Since this is 2021, the market's been a bit crazy when it goes into putting offers and actually getting accepted. So without further ado, let's get into the top three. Going on number 3, which is Bellevue Estates. Now this is actually split between 1 and 2. And if you want to know where it is, it's on West Franklin Street going to the west. You'll know from downtown Bellbrook. You'll notice that just north of that is the second edition of that neighborhood, and then the first is just south of that. Now there's a really good mix of older and newer homes in both areas and just west of downtown Bellbrook. Now, if you want to go and check these out, a lot of them have had some good amount of upgrades to them. One thing about the area, this area of the Dayton suburbs, as we'll call it, really just notices that a lot of these homes that were built have really good bones. So you're going to go through and find a lot of these that have the updates that you'd anticipate in most of these older homes, like kitchens, bathrooms, flooring even. Although I've noticed a lot when I've walked through that there's a lot of like hardwood that still stays in there or has been refurbished or something like that. But it really does have that sort of, I don't know, homey feel to it. When we had that big push in the Dayton area to build up, which was in like the 60s and 70s, we see a lot of those homes and they were built really well, so a lot of the things like that stick around. Heck, you may even go in and see some eclectic things where they've moved walls, there's a stove sitting by itself not connected to any counters, which for me, coming from where I'm originally from in upstate New York, and I do real estate down in the panhandle of Florida, it just seems just off, you know, but it does had some character. That character was the word I was looking for, character to the houses. Okay, moving on. Number 2 is Cable Mill. Now, this is Cable Mill Sugar Creek if you look it up in the nextdoor.com. However, this one I got some data for you, and I've actually sold a couple in here. The population in this neighborhood is about 2,317. Your average age in here is about 51, and home ownership is like 94%. Now, one thing when I am able to get these statistics is you notice that the higher that the home ownership is, the more sought after areas that these are for people that want to move in there, mainly because of the things I had mentioned before. Now, this was a newer neighborhood. It is located just like northeast of where the high school is at in Bellbrook, and it's one of the newer neighborhoods like I had mentioned, but it is now established. Like all the homes are already built out in there. And if you drive through, you'll see what I mean. When you get down there, you can either go left and go down that way or to the right. I've gone the wrong way because the numbers seem to be a little off, but once you figure it out, it isn't too bad. Google Maps will get you there. But really, really nice neighborhood. Okay, number 1 is the landings at Sugar Creek. Now, the reason I put this at number 1 because it is a brand new development just across the street from where the school is at. I believe it's just north or south. It's somewhere around there. Sorry. But it is a new development. It's around 1/4 acre lots. These started to get built back in 2017, and they're still being built out. Actually, I just had a client that came through that was looking to purchase something in there, got to see all the lots, and it's still growing pretty well and pretty quick. They're located, again, just west of the North Main Street, and all these homes currently being built are from Fisher Homes. So if you go onto the Fisher Homes website, you can check out this community and its amenities. Now, the community does showcase an abundance of green spaces, walking trails, you know, the things that you would anticipate in a brand new community. And it's even got water features, and they say on their website, creating a calming retreat for your new home. Well, I can tell you, I went through it and it was on a rainy day and it was still really nice. They do have the little cul-de-sacs around there, and it just seems to be really kept up well. So That's going to be our #1 for Bellbrook, and hopefully it continues to grow just like Caples Mills actually did, and hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. I know a lot of locals come after me because I'm not from here and my pronunciations are wrong, so I do apologize if it isn't. But hopefully this will help you in your determination of where you want to move to, moving to Bellbrook. So that's all that I do have for you. So again, if you have any questions about anything I mentioned here, or if you're from Bellbrook or the surrounding areas, you're local and you got some great information for people moving here, please leave them here in the comments below. Please be nice. And if you are moving here, got some questions, again, you can leave them here in the comments below, or better yet, reach out to myself, my team. It's not just me here. We got a bunch of agents that are locals, out-of-towners, everybody, to be able to meet your needs. So again, you can give us a call, text, or email. I'll be happy to help you out any way that we can. So again, I'm Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group right here in Dayton, Ohio, and we'll see you in our next video. Take care.